How's it going, YouTube? This is Strange AI, and today we have a new series. This is going to be the Sunday auction series. You're going to see this video on a Thursday and the videos thereafter. The reason for that being, it's a 10-day auction, so you start on a Thursday, and then not the first Sunday, but the following is when they will end. So it is the Sunday auction series, and you're going to view the videos on a Thursday. If that sounds weird or confusing, well, here you are. You've come to that sort of place. Basically, I just had the idea to do this. I know I talked about it the other week in a video about maybe starting to do some auctions, and I thought this would be a cool thing to do. Number one, it's giving me some extra content, so it's giving this a whole new series, a whole new video that I can do once a week. These will be probably a little bit quicker, I would think, than the normal videos, but then again, I say that with a lot of stuff, and then it ends up dragging out. But number one, we got content. Number two, it's adding content to already existing content. So these will end on a Sunday. So all this stuff will get shown off again and then also be part of the Monday weekend sales recap. So I thought that would be pretty cool. Number three, I thought it'd just be sweet to potentially give people a chance to buy stuff that comes in right away rather than later on or whenever. You know how I am, list it, could be a year from now. So these were pretty much picked at random. So yeah, all auctions are going to start for singles at $1.99. That's the bare minimum it costs me to ship them. So you could potentially win all 20 of these cards. We got 20 and one graded. You can win all 20 of these cards for $1.99 each if nobody cares to buy them. And that's fine with me if that's the case. You know, it's just, for me, like, this is just kind of like a test. I'm going to run this for at least 5 weeks. If I feel like it's not working, if you guys feel like you don't like it, then maybe we'll stop. But I kind of feel like this is going to be a cool thing. But, I mean, then again, a lot of times when you think things are going to be cool as far as content goes, it's the things you don't think are going to be cool that are. So, we'll see. So, we're doing 20 singles. Again, auctions start at $1.99, no reserve, free shipping. So, again, you could win all these for $40 if nobody else bids. Was that likely? Probably not. But there is the chance. And yeah, we got some fun stuff in here that I picked at random. And then we're doing one graded card a week for right now. And this will start at just simply grading costs, $14.99, free shipping. I feel like that's fair. So you'll have a chance to potentially get this for literally what it costs to grade it. So yeah, I kind of figured that would be... this is a good start. 20 singles, one graded card, and then we'll kind of just go from there. If this is like a big thing, maybe I'll do more singles, more graded cards. If this feels just right, we'll keep rolling with it. And again, if you guys feel like you don't like this, we'll stop. I mean, it's just that simple. So you can help me out here. Not by bidding, just on bidding on this stuff, because, I mean, again, I really don't care. This isn't about making money really here. This is just kind of fun about making content. But if you could comment and tell me what you think of this, especially as somebody that might be interested in buying this stuff, I'd appreciate it. I don't really typically ask for that kind of stuff too often, but this is definitely one of those ones where I definitely like a little bit of an opinion. So, yeah, we'll jump into this. Let me turn the light on here for you. Ooh, on off. Ooh, looks good when you brighten it up, huh? Yeah, so again, everything's going to start at bare minimum price. We have 20 singles, one graded card, all in auction. They will end up ending at around, it starts to end at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for anybody on West Coast of the U.S., that's 5 p.m. Anybody obviously like East Coast, 8 p.m. Anyone in the middle, you know, could be 6, 7 o'clock. So that's going to be pretty much standard unless I feel like that time frame isn't good. But to me, that kind of seems like that's fair to West Coast, East Coast, and then obviously if you're international, you can bid. I don't know what eBay charges you for shipping, but you know, there's always the option that you can bid on these as well. So yeah, though we'll say, now I'm thinking about it, the graded card this week is going to end later, like by like 10 minutes than what it should. I spaced them out 2 minutes in between so everybody has time to, oh, I want to bid on this. Okay, I don't have to jump and run to the next one. You know, if I want it, I can bid on the next one, you know, have plenty of time, bid on the next one, etc., etc. But this one, I put my kid to bed. It was my turn tonight and ended up falling asleep with him for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and that threw me off. This was the last one I had to list for this. And this one's going to end closer to 9-ish Eastern Standard Time. So be a little bit spaced out between this, but in the future, it won't be quite like that. So we'll get into this. We're already 5 minutes in. Obviously, this is the first one, and I wanted to make sure you guys understand. And I feel like I kind of said it pretty confusing. I'm sorry if I did say it like that. If you have any questions, you can comment as well. But we'll get better with this as we go. These are varying condition. Honestly, there's a lot more heavy play damage stuff here than near mint, or there's no near mint actually. There's only light play and excellent as well. I didn't decide that. I literally just flipped through some of the stuff that I had sitting around, pulled out 20 different cards that I thought were cool, and that's that. Whatever condition they ended up in, that's what I went with. So I thought that was kind of cool too. There's no rhyme or reason for what's here. It literally is just what it ended up happening. So first up, we have Lugia from PokePark. This is the PCGP promo. This one is in heavily played condition, as you can see. HP, heavily played. Awesome card, though. This would definitely fit somebody's binder. I guess I should take them out. It'd be kind of cool to take them out, too, and just do a kind of a once-over. Give you guys the whole idea what you're bidding on. I also feel comfortable enough doing this. Another reason doing this is I feel comfortable enough that I can throw myself out there on how I condition check and be confident enough that I'm close enough to your standards or anybody's standards that I won't disappoint you. And if you feel like I'm off on something, by all means, tell me what you think is off. It doesn't mean I'm going to agree with you, but I will at least take it into consideration and think about it. So, like I said before, I feel like I'm pretty honest with my condition checking. So, again, I don't feel bad showing off what I feel like, hey, this is heavily played. You know, do you agree? Do you not agree? I mean, there's a little bit of a crease down here. The card doesn't look terrible overall besides that, so that's why heavily played. You know, again, if you feel like it's damaged, you know, speak your piece. But to me, this isn't necessarily a damaged card. This is heavily played. All right, moving on. Put this in the sleeve. This actually didn't take me as long to list these either and schedule these as what I thought it would. So that also was kind of like a motivator for me. I literally just scanned them up. Did the listings quick, and yeah, here we are. We have Gallade, level X, from the Infernate vs. Gallade half deck. This one's heavily played. Looks like this one's got a pretty good-looking face, but I think the issue is on the back as far as played, or heavily played. Yeah. Scratching, the normal for heavily played stuff. I hope this doesn't end up being a bust of a series, because I think I'm personally going to enjoy this, and like I said, I think you guys are going to enjoy this. But I mean, again, I think a lot of times when people make content, they like I said, they just assume they have a great idea, and then they don't. We got Armaldo here. Armaldo is in moderately played condition. This is from Holland Research Tower. He doesn't look too bad in the front, but it's probably, yeah, we got a bunch on the back. And again, I can't see this as good as what you guys are going to be able to on the camera. So that's kind of why I'm not quite talking as much with condition. I'm just kind of showing it off and letting you see what you're potentially going to bid on. All right, next up we have the Beat of the Frontier Moltres. The Secret Rare Sparkle Foil. Moltres is in moderately played condition. Alright, moving on. Feels weird for me not to talk constantly, I'm not gonna lie. But we have Typhlosion, Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. This one being in heavily played condition. This is by Hajime Kusajima, as you should be able to probably see based on how zoomed in some of this stuff is. Again, heavily played. You can see the mark over here. That's pretty much what did it. Otherwise, pretty nice looking card. I don't know how them Whatnot boys do it, so, you know, this isn't my forte with, you know, live. Well, this isn't technically live, but you know what I mean. Also, if you can bear it, don't buy in Whatnot. That stuff is just insane. We have Tart Crobat here from Rocket Gang Strikes Back, moderately played. Looks like it's pretty nice front, and then the back is where we have the majority of our play. Scratching, whitening, etc., etc. But again, perfect binder copy. Next up, Venusaur, Miracle Crystal. Venusaur is in moderately played condition. And I think another thing I should probably tell everybody is the way I factor in conditioning too is I do overall. So this one obviously has a super clean face. I would call this even like light played excellent. And then the back is moderately played, potentially heavily played. So when I'm thinking about it like off the cuff, you know, this comes to me, I ended up estimating this as moderately played overall. But again, these are the type of cards that are like the perfect binder copies. All right, next up we have Dialga G, level X. This one being moderately played as well. Dialga looking pretty rough on the back. I'm confident in what my conditions on these again, just because I did these in a light box. Looking through your camera at this is like a whole different world. And then it's funny when I go back through the videos because I can clearly see what's going on because of how detailed everything is. This is a beautiful card. I love the foiling. So how I'm going to do this so that you guys can go right to these, I made a store category for it so that it's just going to be called Weekend Sunday Auctions or weekly Sunday Auctions, yeah. And you'll be able to click on that. All these listings will be there, and then you can pick and choose what you want to bid on, or if you just want to check them out, that's also fine too. I'm going to do an affiliate link just because why not? It's at no cost to you. It just is a potential kickback for me if you make any purchases after clicking. There will be a disclaimer in the description as well. Ooh, this is a nice one. I think this one is, this one's damaged. Got damaged Blastoise from excuse me, from Galactic's Conquest. Beautiful swirl on this one, though. And then the back is obviously a little worse for wear. I don't know. I feel giddy about this, not gonna lie. I feel like a little kid. Like, I don't know why I'm excited about this. Like, sometimes I just get ideas that I feel like are cool. I feel like you guys are going to shut me down real quick on this, but that's fine. At least I'll get to do a couple videos worth of it. We got Melodic here from Undone Seal. Moderately played condition. Beautiful card by Nishida. Oh, excuse me. This one was in heavily played. I'll definitely get better at these as we go. I mean, this was all kind of thrown together. I literally thought about this. It was either last night or the night before I went to bed. It just kind of came into my mind. And then today, I just kind of swiftly executed by picking out cards, figuring out how the auctions and how to schedule them since I haven't done them forever. We have Piplup here from Shiny Collection is damaged. Probably see, yeah, we got some damage in the front. Man, look at that foiling, though. This is such a good card, but there you go. You can see the damage in the front of the card. But it's crazy. Like, you can't see it when it's like this. These are the cards that people are like, oh, near mint. And then it's like, oh, near mint, right? Yeah, okay. Back is also pretty trashed. There are people that actually prefer damaged cards, though. There are a lot of people out there that like, you know, to see their cards have a little bit of wear on them. I mean, to me, like, I like any card. I mean, I respect any card. I prefer better condition with stuff from my collection, unless I'm sure there's certain things where I would like, you know, a little play on them. But, yeah, there's definitely people out there. I mean, dude, PSA 1 collectors are nuts. They will pay an insane premium for a PSA 1 just because it's so hard to get. Like, it's crazy. Kind of cool, though. We got Suicune here, Town of No Map, E-Series, just the regular rare. In damage condition as well. You can see the damage right just there. And then you can see the damage on the front. But again, like, this is what it's going to look like in a binder. And that's, I think, the best part. Like, any card, unless it's got like some crazy scuffing or scratching in the front, is going to look decent in a binder. So that's why I always tell everybody, don't be afraid to buy cheaper damaged stuff. Don't be afraid to buy low grade stuff, crack it and put it in a binder, because at the end of the day, like, unless something's literally folded in half, like, it's gonna have some appeal in your binder. All right, next up we have Latios here. This is a McDonald's promo from PCGP. Delta species, got the water type. Latios is also in damage condition. Looks like we got some indents. And then it's got a little bit of a glossy back, because I think this is when you would peel. And obviously indent on the top there. All right, we have Dark Gyarados from the Silver Deck Kit. This one is also damaged. This one has definitely seen a lot of time. Oh, yeah. Some might even have, it might be some dog teeth marks there. But, I mean, again, I'm not really worried about, like, I'm not, out here, I'm not trying to butter these up or anything. Like, that's not really the goal here. Like, these are starting at $1.99. This is just a fun little thing to do for any of the viewers to potentially watch, click on the link, and be like, hey, like, I'll bet $1.99. Maybe that's all it goes for. Maybe nobody else wants this Dark Gyarados that's heavily played. I mean, I really don't know. Damaged. So, again, it's just going to be fun. It's going to be fun to have these in the weekend sales recap, and that's just kind of what I'm going for here. And I do have thoughts that doing auctions can potentially lead people to my store, so more traction. I'm not saying you guys, but just in general, people see, oh, like, here's an auction. Like, I wonder what else this guy has. So that is kind of something I'm working with as well, to see if that is also a thing. We will see. We have Glaceon here. This is from the Shaman Level X deck. This is a beautiful card. This one is in moderately played condition. Back is just more so indents and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy. And the front got the nice swirl. I think that's another thing too. Like, I know a lot of people out there, they literally buy based on the holo pattern. And you're like, oh, like, well, I normally wouldn't buy this, but man, it's got that swirl there, so I'll buy it. So I think that's kind of another cool thing. All right, we have Gardevoir here. Another swirl up top. This is from Galactic's Conquest. This is in excellent condition, so this one is a little better than the other ones we've seen. Beautiful foiling. Back is pretty good. I mean, it's what I would, like I said, consider excellent condition. I do some extra conditions than what eBay has. I do near mint, excellent, light play, moderately played, heavily played, and then damaged. Excellent for me is what I would consider, it's not quite near mint, but it's also better than light play, and I feel like that excellent condition fits right in the middle. And then obviously for me, heavily played is a heavily played card, and damaged is kind of what you're seeing here with some of the cards you've seen that are damaged. So I just feel like it gives people a little bit better idea of what they're receiving. And also, I charge differently based on each condition. So, if a card's, not quite near mint, but not quite light play, I'm not going to undercut myself and charge light play, but I'm also not going to overcharge somebody for, near mint cost, in excellent condition. So it gives that perfect pricing range. I have a calculator that kind of figures it out for me. And it also just gives people a little bit more detail into what they're, receiving, what exactly they're getting. All right, we have another Gardevoir here. This one from Dawn Dash. This one is in light play condition. This is also a beautiful card, again by Nishida. Wonder if I'm just naturally drawn like a moth to the flame to stuff like this from Nishida. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm drawn to certain artists' artwork based on the style. All right, next up we have Tree of Beginnings Mew from 10th Movie Commemoration Set. Ooh, this one's got a nice swirl on it. This one is also in excellent condition. Man, look at that swirl right in the middle of him. That's actually pretty sick. And the back of this one, probably just, yeah, it has a little bit of a mark there, and otherwise is very clean. That's why, again, it's not quite light play, not quite near mint. It's excellent. Man, that's such a good looking card. All right, we have Zapdos here from Fossil. Got an OG right here. This one is also in damaged condition. This one, I could have probably said heavily play, but it's just too much of an indent. Like this down here, it's like almost like a crunch. But overall, other than that, the card isn't in terrible condition. You can't see it too, like it kind of doesn't stick out too much because they're both yellow on yellow down here at the bottom. And I mean, obviously the foiling looks really good. And then lastly for the singles, we have Umbreon here from Thunder Knuckle, black and white card, has the blue foil border. Umbreon is in heavily played condition. This is one of those ones where the back is almost to the point where I'd call damaged, but the front is literally like extremely clean. So I don't know if this was a playable card and this was played at some point or what, but then you got the back, and the back has the severe whitening around the edges, and then the center isn't too bad. But for me, like this is what I would consider heavily played. Like I wouldn't call this quite damaged because of the back, just because the front's so good. But that's just the way I weight things. It's all on feel too, and I don't always get it right either. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm perfect at it, but I've done this with so many cards at this point that, you know, when I'm looking at it, I can kind of just buzz through. I'm like, okay, like I'll go like this, take a look, you know, go like this, take a look, and then I'm like, okay, based on the two halves, how do I feel? And then just, okay, heavily played. I don't try to take too much time because then you're just inefficient. But if this would happen to be gradable, the next step, if I checked front and back and felt good about it, I'd then do an even more thorough check where I'd like rotate the card and then do the same thing on the back. And if it all checked out, then this would obviously go in the grading pile. That's just how I do it. But again, Umbreon, heavily played, beautiful card. And lastly, we have the one graded card that's going to be in the lot. We have the Larvitar from Neo 4, PSA 9 Mint. This is just a common from the set, but it's a fantastic card. Fantastic artwork by Sugimori. I do have one of these buy it now in the store. So before you go and bid too much, make sure you check that out because, you know, you probably should just buy it now at the regular price if it's going to potentially go over. But yeah, again, start price on this, $14.99. All I'm trying to get, I mean, realistically, I'm not getting that. If I sell for $14.99, I'm not getting grading cost back, and I'm after shipping and fees, I'm literally probably getting like $10 back. That's probably about it. So I'm losing $5 and the cost of the card. So again, that's not what this whole series is going to be about. I'm really not worried if I lose on if literally these go for $40. So starting bid on this and 15 for this. So this stack goes for 55. I'm not going to be worried about it. You know, is that what I would take buy it now for this stuff? Absolutely not. I mean, I could probably sell this stuff all day for a couple $100, maybe even more. But I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna complain like whatever they go for, because again, this is kind of a thing for content. It's the thing for you guys, the viewers. Fun little thing to do for auctions. And again, it's gonna make more content on a Monday when I do the Monday weekend sales recap. So yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be fun. Again, I'd really appreciate your feedback on this one. I know I don't ask for too much from you guys, but this one I would like the feedback to see what you think. See if it's something you're gonna be interested in bidding on. However you may do it. But again, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. It's going to take you directly to all of my auctions. You'll be able to pick from there what you want to do. It will be an affiliate link. If you click on it, I will potentially get compensation for anything you purchase after clicking on that link. I'm always transparent with that stuff. It costs nothing for you guys. It just simply gives me a kickback if you guys make a purchase after that or potentially buy this stuff. So yeah. Sunday auction special or Sunday auction series. That's what we're going with here. So I'm excited for this one. And again, I feel like you guys are going to shut me down on this. But either way, this is cool. This is fun. I'm excited about it, and this will be good content, just good fun all around, and hopefully you guys get some deals on some cards that you like too. So, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. And oh, if you guys were here early in the week and I said I was doing a sale, it's live, 25% off. This is the tax buffer big weekend sale thing so that I can pay Uncle Sam, even though I have the money and I probably don't know him anything, but that's just what I'm calling it because they're going for taxes next week. So, as always, guys, appreciate you. Take care.